News for this Friday. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
KUAM TV8, first on Guam.
Hafide McDelgado filling in for Mitsuki Hirayama. You're watching KUAM News Weekend Edition. Thanks for joining us. The nonprofit organization fighting to reopen the Jigo Raceway Park speaks out after 3 months of slow lease negotiations. The Guam Motorsports Association wants to show the Chamorro Land Trust Commission the poor conditions of the once thriving facility, which has been forced to close its gates over a year and a half ago. Mitsuki Hirayama has the story.
A water leak, algae, and overgrown vegetation are seen in a drone shot of the once bustling Jigo Raceway Park a year and a half since its forced closure, as mandated lease negotiations between the Chamorro Land Trust Commission and the Guam Motorsports Association drags on. KUAM checking out the abandoned facility ahead of their scheduled site inspection next Monday. GMA Vice Chair John Birch speaks out.
I'm hoping to show the board members and CLTC staff the condition of this property. When the community was up here volunteering to cut the grass, take care of the place, this place was thriving.
Birch says the local motorsports community has been left waiting in suspense as they look to get their home field back.
This is their home field. Every sport has dedicated, their home field, CLTC property. I want to throw in that they don't get charged anything. Guam Rugby Association has their home field right there, another CLTC property.
GMA offered $1,000 a month for some 100 acres. CLTC suggested $33,000 a month per the fair market value price. That's more than $1,000 a day.
We don't want a catastrophic number like Herrera suggested, $30,000 to $35,000. That's crazy.
He says their initial proposal was $500 plus 5% of all fees collected. But this offer was shut down by CLTC's legal counsel, attorney Norman Miller, during a working session.
He said, well, it's a little bit hard for CLTC to conduct that type of accounting, so let's just get rid of the percentage and give us a solid number. So we said, okay, we'll double our offer and we'll go to $1,000. We take their proposal, the lawyer's proposal, we present it to the board. And the board says, no, we want profit sharing. And we're like, oh man, that's exactly what we offered in the beginning.
He says GMA is willing to work with their demands, but needs the CLTC board, director, and legal counsel to be on the same page and give a real counter offer.
That's where the frustration starts, is we're out there negotiating in good faith. Every single time we show up, we're trying to come with a better offer or something that makes sense to our community. And we don't necessarily get an offer.
Also had different interpretations of the public law mandating the lease negotiations, but Birch remains hopeful. He says the biggest takeaway from the last meeting was that CLTC finally agreed that the law says they shall lease all or a portion of the property.
I'd say let's open up this place. There's so much benefit that can come from the community, from our local community and from our private partners as well, and also public safety.
Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
Concerns were aired on social media from a direct action group over the name used during the Missile Defense Agency's first ever intercept test. The exercise was called Slingstone. In response, Prutehi Guahan posting online news about the test and underlining the name of the exercise, stating cultural appropriation to force connections and quiet objections. The military and the governor called the test a success in the mission to defend the island from ballistic missile attacks. In a statement to KUAM, the Guam National Guard states Operation Slingstone was named after the Acha Tupat, the original missile defense system here, carried by Chamorro hunters and warriors. The Guam Guard adding, we're no strangers to defending our free and open way of life, so it's reassuring to see the whole of government come together for the defense of Guam and the Marianas. The MDA plans to construct more than a dozen missile defense systems across the island over the next decade. More than 6 pounds of meth is seized in the mail. Documents unsealed in the District Court of Guam this week show images of the drugs that the feds intercepted. The meth was mailed from Houston, Texas to an address in Tamuning. a search warrant executed on the package back in November. No charges have been filed yet in connection to the case. The holiday season brings a lot of celebration and joy, but it can also be triggering for people in recovery from alcohol and drug addiction. Experts say there are steps you can take to ease the pressure, not just for those in recovery, but for family and friends who want to be supportive. Liz Crawford has more.
Jared Dotz has come to appreciate his regular walks, a time to meditate and reflect on how far he's come.
Me personally, I feel like I had multiple rock bottom situations.
Dotz said he spent a decade in and out of rehab for his drug and alcohol addictions. He said the birth of his son 3 years ago was his ultimate wake-up call. Now he says he's 2.5 years sober.
I just believed in myself for once and gave it a shot, and here I am.
Dotz says his recovery is a never-ending journey, and the holiday season can feel like an uphill battle. Everything from social gatherings to stress can be overwhelming.
Be around family and just try to show up now, it becomes a little difficult because not only are we trying to maintain our own recovery and our own sobriety, but we're just trying to learn how to live a normal life too.
Colleen Snow, the alcohol and drug director with the Camden County Health Department, encourages her staff to do extra check-ins and follow-ups this time of year.
Lots of stress that brings on triggers, and being triggered can easily lead to relapse.
Snow says mentally preparing for the holidays and setting realistic expectations can help people, no matter what stage of recovery.
To be open and really do some mindfulness and self-reflection to see where you're at and what you can really handle.
Loved ones can also help by being understanding and supportive.
I'm not taking this personal that they're leaving the party. It's not about me. It's about them and their safety.
If you feel too shaky to where it's I know I can't be around it, sometimes it's just don't go around it.
For Dotz, it's all about connecting with others in the recovery community and being self-aware in social situations. Liz Crawford, CBS News, West Berlin, New Jersey.
The National Institutes of Health estimates that roughly 29 million Americans suffer from alcohol use disorder. Some addiction counselors say if you need help, reach out to your county health department. It's a great option to find local, affordable treatment. While alcohol-impaired crashes are a preventable risk and a solution is available for the holiday season, Togi and the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center are back with their Safe Drive Home service. Now in its 4th year of operation, it provides free and safe rides home throughout the island. JBWIC Director Carissa Pangilinan says last year 107 people trusted us to get them home to their loved ones, and we are ready to do the same for you this year. In the spirit of the season, Togi and JBWIC are looking out for the community. Togi's Executive Director Brian Hahn says our peers understand how important it is to support one another, especially during the holidays. If you need a safe ride, don't hesitate to call. We want everyone to have a safe and happy holiday season. Make smart and safe decisions is paramount for both organizations. So if you're out and find yourself unable to drive, please call them at 671-787-9276 or 671-687-9276. Trained peers from Togi will be operating 2 7-passenger minivans to help get you home safely. The service is available between 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. It starts on Monday and continues through January 2nd. Artificial intelligence shaking up the world of farming. Engineers say a new AI robot cattle herder could revolutionize the industry. Hind Hassan shows us the machine that thinks it's a cow.
Meet Swagbot, the AI robot dubbed the Smart Cow. It uses sensors and artificial intelligence to move farm animals to fresh pastures. Its Australian creators say its groundbreaking technology helps both the environment and farmers.
If you overgraze, then you ruin the pasture, and so you don't want to overgraze. So you want to move the animals to the right part of the pasture where there's good protein, good carbs.
Even though it runs on wheels and is decked out in bright red paint, Swagbot still thinks it's one of the herd.
Mission complete.
As well as rounding up cows, it can monitor the health of livestock.
And if you measure that information over a number of different days, you start to build up a characteristic profile of that animal. And from that, you can determine whether or not the animal is healthy or not healthy.
While some farmers down under worry the Smart Cow could take away jobs, others say they're happy to have the help.
Well, people are worried that it might replace people, but I don't think it will.
Scientists believe the impact of this technology could extend far beyond these fertile fields.
You know, the population of the world is growing, and we have the same amount of land to feed. that population, and so maximizing how much food we deliver. That's the processes that are happening now.
While agriculture is an ancient art, engineers say Swagbot may be the future of farming. Hind Hassan, CBS News, London.
Swagbot is part of a growing trend of robots being developed for the agriculture industry as farmers look for innovative ways to create sustainable and efficient businesses. Well, there's nothing quite like school spirit, and a very, very, very loud tradition was held at Sanchez High as all 4 classes held their Shark Shake-Up pep rally. They competed in choreographed dance routines to the delight of their faculty and classmates. Here's a look. Well, both teams have the playoffs on the horizon, so the upcoming Sunday night football game, we've got just 4 weeks left in the 2024 NFL regular season, and that means it's crunch time. If you're leading your division, you've got to hold on to that top spot. If you're contending for a wild card playoff spot, you absolutely have to buckle down and make every game count, because only 14 teams are getting into the playoffs, and there's still a lot of competition. That's why this week's Sunday Night Football Showdown is so exciting. It's an NFC matchup featuring a team at the top of their division and a team fighting to hang on to a playoff spot in the toughest division in football right now. This week on Sunday Night Football, the Green Bay Packers head to Seattle to take on the Seahawks, and both teams have a lot on the line. The Packers are very respectable, 9-4 this season, but they're in the NFC North, which means they're running well behind Detroit 12-1 and Minnesota 11-2. If they have any hope of making the playoffs, they need every last win to stay in the wild card hunt. Standing in their way are the Seahawks, who are at 8-5, are leading the NFC West without a lot of wiggle room to hold on to that spot. Both teams really need this one to get the best possible playoff seed, so expect a battle. The Packers and the Seahawks will kick off at 11:15 a.m. Monday from Lumen Field in Seattle. The game will air on KUAM TV8 while streaming on Peacock. Stick around, we have more coming up on Weekend Edition. You're watching KUAM.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill. What's for lunch and for dinner? You want something good? Yeah, yeah man, serious food. Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill. What's for lunch and for dinner? You want something good? Yeah man, serious food. Happy birthday, D-I-R-F-D-A-Y. Jamaican grill, yeah man, serious food.
Welcome back to Weekend Edition. When caring people come together, the result is unbeatable. And that's precisely what took place this week as the private sector nonprofit organizations and the military teamed up to help our less fortunate and make kids smile. Jason Salas has more.
Demonstrating the dedication to and concern for all Guamanians, but especially those most in need during the holiday season, the Salvation Army Guam chapter's toy store was filled to the brim this morning.
It is very daunting, and the collection has been great from the community, and we want to thank all our members who participated in it and the businesses with the Guam Chamber and the community.
A platoon of United States Marines unloaded a 40-foot Matson container with toys and Goodwill items collected around the island for their annual Toys for Tots initiative.
It's always a unique experience getting to help those that may be less fortunate. But as Marines, that's what we do.
And you know, it's a great collaboration with our Marine partners. They have been here. This is I believe our 10th year, 14th year. And so we've been working with them ever since they've come on island. And I think it's a great opportunity for them to engage with the community. They have a foundation, Toys for Tots Foundation, that helps support this as well. And also to our neighbor islands, Rhoda and Tinian. And they will also be sending some toys up to Saipan to help with that program up there.
Servicemen, volunteers, and staffers work side by side, taking the collection of toys for young boys and girls, the size of which would make Santa himself blush.
On behalf of the Salvation Army, I would like to express our utmost gratitude to our community for helping us help others through the initiative of the U.S. Marines Toys for Tots in partnership with the Guam Chamber of Commerce. During this time of joyous season, I would like to greet everyone.
The bounty of colorful stuffed animals, action figures, games, dolls, and playsets will be distributed to little ones who registered for the Salvation Army's program, ensuring no matter the situation, these youngsters get something to call their own, wear a smile, and have a Merry Christmas.
We have a collective amount of toys, starting with the Giving Tuesday initiated by KUAM, and now we have enough toys to distribute to about 1,400 kids who sign up for our annual Toy and Joy event. And these kids comprise of elementary school that we adopted this year, and children of individual and families that they really need help.
The Salvation Army's drop was the first of 3, with Matson also bringing containers to Catholic Social Services and Harvest House. Similar donations for kids were also delivered to satellite locations at Ali's Shelter and the pediatric wards at GMH in Tamuning and Naval Hospital in Agani Heights.
We're going to probably make about, well, today is going to be kind of the major organizations. We'll probably do about 5 drops today, and then we're going to have some satellite drops.
A very Merry Christmas, and I pray that God will continue to bless everyone, and we're here at the Salvation Army ready to help people in need.
So fantastic work, everyone. Happy holidays to you all, and job well done.
So we're thankful again for the community for allowing us to help about 1,400 children this Christmas time.
And thank you to the Salvation Army for all you do for our community. Sports is next. Keep it here.
This holiday season begins at Kmart, where every aisle is filled with magic. Discover the perfect toy that sparks joy and gifts that bring smiles. Kmart has all the ingredients you need to make your family traditions special without breaking the bank. From trimming the tree to filling your home with holiday cheer, you'll find it all in one place. Discover the magic waiting for you at Kmart, where busy families find everything they need to make memories that last a lifetime. Kmart, for the holidays, for the family, for the magic.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa, you can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G.
Half a day, everybody. Jason Salas, your 671 Sports Nerd, back at it again, and we have one of Guam's finest and one of the newest members of the Matao, the Guam senior men's national football team, Josiah Jones. He is the man who is going to keep the ball out of our goal so the opponents won't score. So, Josiah, happy holidays to you and the boys, man. You're over there in overseas doing your thing.
Hi, thanks for having me. It's just a pleasure to be here with you today.
Absolutely. So you are one of several people, including both goalkeepers, who got called up to the senior team for the EAFF tournament. It's the qualifiers. So first of all, what was that like when you put in years and years of work and training and diet and getting your head right and everything like that to finally get that call up and to get that opportunity?
It's just a great opportunity that I never really thought I would reach. Starting playing in the academy, I never really thought. I mean, of course, it's a dream, and when you get that call up, it just feels like you've worked so hard for this, and that you really feel like you're being rewarded, and it's just a great opportunity that I'm so thankful for.
Well, I love the fact that you kind of gave us some context and used the word call, because I've read and I've heard before from people who've played the beautiful game that they said, you can choose any position from any of the other ones. Goalkeeper is definitely a calling. It's like some people are just built for that. So did you feel as if the position called you?
Yeah, it was actually a funny way that I started playing goalkeeper, because I didn't choose to play goalkeeper, but I was a field player in the beginning, and our goalkeeper had an injury, and then I had to fill in, and from that point on, it was kind of like natural, So
what about that position? Because you're on the taller side, you got really, really long arms. I'm a former volleyball player myself, so I totally get that. But you excelled at it, and you said recently that consistency is really your thing, because you could be lights out one game, and then the next game you give up 7 goals. But your thing is you want to be consistent throughout.
Yeah. Goalkeeping is all about really just responsibility and consistency. If you can be consistent, that's a way to make a name for yourself. It's all about, trying your best every time you get on the field, and just focusing. It's all about focus. You might not do anything for 90 minutes of the game, but if you make that one save, then you've done your job, but you might not make a save the whole game until the end. So it's just about keeping focused during the game and not switching off.
Yeah, you're just kind of pacing back and forth, and then all of a sudden you see the other team's striker coming at you, and those are 4 pretty intense seconds. Yeah. What have you worked at, as far as your skill set, to really, really take your game to the next level? As far as is it your footwork, your communication, your hand-eye coordination?
I think when I was younger, I sprung up, so I was not very coordinated. So when I was younger, it was a lot more technical. A lot of the training I do is a lot more footwork, coordination, technique of goalkeeping, which really helped me, because I wasn't the most coordinated at the beginning. But as you grow up, you fill in to your body, and you get better. But a lot of the unseen training of goalkeeping goes into mostly just game sense and instinct. It's all about your decisions. So, one step to the side, one small little step to the side could mean you make the save or not. It's all about the little details and reading the game and trying to predict what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. That's mostly about what the training is. These days, it's all about communication and your connection with your back line, and whether you're going to go for the ball, you're going to stay and defend the goal. It's really just a mind. It's mostly decisions.
And there's the other thing about playing goalkeeper too, because you've got such an interesting and unique perspective from your vantage point that communication is key, and you have to relay that message to all your other teammates. However, unlike a goalie in hockey, where they've got a much smaller space to work with, your guys could be 300-400 feet away. So how do you actually maintain that communication?
Yeah, I mean, going horse. Yeah, sometimes you'll the final whistle will blow, and you haven't really made a lot of saves, but your voice is gone and you're tired from yelling, because and some people see it as he's being a little bit maybe harsh or something, but really it comes from a place of concern about our defense, you know what I'm saying? So, sometimes you just have to project your voice farther up the pitch if you need to tell someone something. But it's really about just knowing, you can't just know how to play goalkeeper. Sometimes you have to know what other positions are supposed to be doing to help them, because I couldn't help them if all I knew how to do was stop the ball.
Okay,
So
now
there's
the
a lot
interesting thing too is Ross Awa, who's running a fantastic program over there. I've interviewed him a bunch of times. He always drops like such amazing, athletic wisdom and knowledge. You and the other goalkeeper were both called up and everything like that. So how do you guys complement each other?
So he was called up from a previous tournament that he played in, and I was also called up, but he played in 2023 in Vietnam for a U23 Cup qualifiers. That's how I met him. So I've worked with him before. And for this game, or for this tournament, it's just the two of us. Usually there's 3 goalkeepers called up, but right now it's just 2. So no matter who's playing, it all matters just that we're on the same team, and it's all supporting the player who gets chosen on game day.
KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G.
For 25 years, Cars Plus has been more than just a place to buy a car. When we opened our doors, our mission was clear: build lasting relationships and ensure every customer drives away with confidence. As a family business, we nurture our employees, passing down values of integrity and respect. We believe that strong values create strong relationships, ensuring that every customer who walks through our doors is treated like family. For 25 years, we've been driven by you and will continue to be for generations to come.
Super speed your life with Docomo Pacific Fiber Internet. Get symmetrical upload and download speeds up to 5 gigs. Get started with Fiber 500 at $145 a month, Fiber 1 gig at $215 a month, or Fiber 5 gig at $299 a month. Plus, get 2 SuperPod 6Es with any plan, and a free EcoFlow River 3 and bonus welcome kit with 1 gig and 5 gig plans. Experience tomorrow's islands today with Docomo Pacific Fiber Internet.
Time for your weekend birthday clubs, thanks to our friends at Cold Stone Creamery.
It's time for your Cold Stone Creamery birthday shout-outs. Happy birthday to Desiree Virai. That's coming from your KUAM familia. And to anyone else celebrating their birthday today, happy birthday to you from KUAM and Cold Stone Creamery.
Happy birthday to all of you celebrating this weekend. That's going to do it for us here on Weekend Edition. You can also visit KUAM.com or follow us at KUAM News on social media for the latest news. For now, I'm Nick Delgado. We close out tonight with a look from the Colors of Christmas, the governor's 3rd annual Christmas parade held at Skinner's Plaza in Hagåtña Friday. Happy holidays and good night.
We deserve some great laughter, fun, happiness, and cheer. So I'm here to say the parade is officially started.
Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. This one's for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Just so once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso Guam. Visit Daiso Guam, located in the village of Donkey, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Ali, Mogisin, Hafide Zantiro, Rananim, Kasalelye, Lengwo, and Yakwe. And welcome back to another episode of